Thanks for your Bronze Star, but you're still just a high school dropout to us. I dropped out of high school senior year. My dad was an engineer, my mom was a teacher, my older brother Eric was at Yale studying law. Then there was me, barely passing, skipping class, going nowhere fast. The day I told them I was enlisting in the army, my dad actually laughed. The military? That's your plan? You can't even finish high school and you think you can handle the army? I left for basic training 2 weeks later. Didn't even go to my graduation ceremony. Technically, I got my GED before shipping out, but my parents didn't care about that detail. I ended up as a specialist in the 101st Airborne. Got deployed to Afghanistan in 2011, spent 13 months in Kandahar province doing route clearance, basically driving around looking for IEDs before they could blow up our guys. March 15th, 2012. Our convoy hit an ambush outside a village called Sangin. RPG took out our lead vehicle. Staff Sergeant Paulson was trapped inside with a broken leg and the truck was on fire. I pulled him out while rounds were hitting all around us, dragged him 50 meters to cover, went back for the driver who was unconscious. By the time I got both of them to safety, I had shrapnel in my shoulder and second-degree burns on my hands. I got recommended for the Bronze Star with Valor device. The citation said I showed exceptional courage under enemy fire and saved the lives of 2 fellow soldiers while disregarding personal safety. The medal ceremony was in Germany before we flew home. My platoon leader, Lieutenant Hayes, pinned it on my uniform, said I'd done something most soldiers never have to do and handled it like a professional. I was proud, sent pictures to my family, thought maybe this would change things. My parents came to my homecoming at Fort Campbell, first time I'd seen them in over a year. My mom hugged me, my dad shook my hand. Eric couldn't make it, too busy with law school. We went to dinner at this steakhouse near the base. I wore my dress uniform. The Bronze Star was right there on my chest, along with my Purple Heart and Combat Infantry badge. Halfway through dinner, my dad started asking about my plans. So what's next? You going back to school? Finally going to finish your education? I'm thinking about re-enlisting actually, maybe trying out for Ranger School. He put down his fork. Ryan, you can't do this forever. You need a real career, something with a future. Dad, I'm a combat veteran. I've got job security, benefits, and I'm actually good at what I do. My mom jumped in. Honey, we're proud of you for serving. We really are, but your father's right. The military isn't a real long-term option for someone like you. Someone like me? You know what we mean, my dad said. You don't have a college degree. You're not an officer. You're what, a specialist? That's not exactly climbing the ladder. I looked at both of them. I saved 2 men's lives. That's why I have this medal. And that's wonderful, my mom said using her teacher voice. But Ryan, you still dropped out of high school. You're still basically doing manual labor in a uniform. We just want more for you than that. My dad nodded. Your brother's going to be a lawyer. You could go back to school on the GI Bill, make something of yourself. I stood up from the table, took off my jacket with all the medals, set it on my chair. Thanks for dinner, and thanks for making it real clear where I stand. Ryan, don't be dramatic. I'm not being dramatic, Dad. I'm being honest. You asked me to make something of myself. I did. I just didn't do it the way you wanted. I walked out of that restaurant and drove back to base. Re-enlisted the next week for another 4 years. Eventually made sergeant, then staff sergeant. Did 2 more deployments. My parents still introduced me as our son who's in the army, always with this apologetic tone like they were explaining why I never became a lawyer or engineer. Eric's a partner at a law firm now, makes 6 figures. My parents are so proud they could burst. I've got 3 Bronze Stars, 2 Purple Hearts, and the respect of every soldier I've ever served with. Guess we all measure success differently.